What's up, guys? I believe I'm live, but I'm not entirely sure. Alright. Okay, I am live. So, hey everyone, no intro tonight. I'm just jumping right into it. I woke up a little bit late. I was watching KY stream Binding of Isaac and I fell asleep. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get started a little bit later on tonight. But I wanted to do some Eternal Darkness, and we got a really cool chapter coming up. This is good stuff. I'm doing alright. Things are good. Played some Isaac, edited a video. The video came out way better than I thought. I'm learning that you guys seem to like longer videos. So my Mario 64 Chaos Edition video is a bit longer. It's gonna be like between 7 and 7.5 minutes. I tried to get it to like 6:58, but there's like 30 seconds that I'm finding very hard to cut. But I think a 7.5 minute video is pretty good, right? There's a lot of quality in it, you know. And usually I'm quick to like get that shit down to like 3 minutes, 3.5 minutes, but if it's good, if there's a lot of funny moments, I will keep it like 7.5, you know, if I have to. Vinny, videos about 3 hours should suffice? Okay, fair enough. When will it go up? Tomorrow. And there's some new material. A little bit of new material. I know that sounds kind of vague, but... what's up, Zeno? But yeah, this gonna be fun. I had a lot of... I'm actually laughing thinking about some of the fun moments. That was such a fucking stupid stream. And... we returned to Eternal Darkness, and... there's a woman crying. So how's that for a sobering mood? The safe is large and old-fashioned, made in the days when security was derived from the heavy metal construction rather than secure locking mechanisms. It doesn't look like it would be too hard to break the combination. If only Alex had a stethoscope to hear the tumblers more quickly, or more clearly, excuse me. Brass framework hangs from the ceiling, cradling the globe in the observatory above. It seems to have been modified, now part of some elaborate locking mechanism. So, this is, we are almost ready for a new chapter. A fuse box and circuit breaker array is situated upon the wall. All but one of the fuses are intact. The absence of this one is suspicious, and until it is replaced, the circuit connected to it is useless. Now, if you remember from the previous chapter, the World War II chapter, World War I chapter, sorry, Lucky Penny. Hey, look. This room. We couldn't access this room before.
This can't be happening!
Oh, I didn't catch that one. Until it was like my head was going through the fucking ceiling. Oh, my favorite. Flayed meat. Just there is like a sign as a flag. Just flapping in the wind. It probably sounds like this. Flayed Skin Flaps. That's a band name. Do we have anyone here who wants a band name? You better live up to the name, though. If you're gonna be called Flayed Skin Flaps, you better fucking live up to it. I want to hear some songs about hemorrhoids, about bleeding, about anuses. Wait, that's hemorrhoids. I want to hear songs about flayed skin. An antique medicine cabinet hangs on the wall. Its wood is stained from years of use and the ambient humidity in the room. Alex will open the cabinet. Chapter page.
You are not free to leave this plane until you complete a task for me. You are to hunt and kill the master of this house. Do this one thing, and you will be free. Else fear the wrath of Chaturka.
I always wondered, why can't Pius Augustus go do some of this shit himself?
For your arrival, Master. Now we must wait for the planets to align, and that is not too many years from now. Another Roivus has crossed our path. This time, we will not be so merciful. He will meet such a horrible death that the rest of the line will never set foot in his house again.
Mercy has no place in this world. I like to think that one of the reasons Pius can't fuck around with people is because over the years, the people that we've been playing as have considerably weakened him. And, you know, the previous chapter was the World War I chapter, where the Guardian was defeated. And the relic of Ulyath was stolen. So, as we catch up to this time period, I find maybe Pius Augustus has a limit at this moment in time. No voiceover this time.
My education in psychiatry did not prepare me.
Well, not until now.
I would love to see how Freud's view of his mother would change with the knowledge of Chaturga. How Skinner would incorporate Zelotath into his behaviorist theories. How Jung would accommodate Ulyath into his theory of the collective unconscious. Like my ancestor Maximilian, I too had an interest in my family tree. As a psychiatrist, I believed that science could provide answers into my family's sordid, bizarre past. It was with great excitement that I began my search. The mansion's history was filled with my colorful predecessors. Everything from convicted and hung witches to committed madmen, each laying their own peculiar mark on its character. I intended to find their secrets.
That face. So his whole family has pretty much been just bizarre, and they have knowledge of these ancients. So now it's time for Edward as a younger man. This is, I suppose, what year is this, guys? Did it say? Oh, look at this. I love this. Liquid courage. He's a bit of a drinker. He likes a little drop of the hard stuff every now and then. Politely, she asks Edward if there's anything she can do for him. Oh, there's the glowing book. In video games, it's completely normal for you to just leave ammo around the house. With no one living in the house for a long time, it's no wonder the pantry is empty. Edward lives out of the refrigerator, so to speak. Servant notices Edward's presence and comments on the weather. Idle chit-chat. Got any of that ammunition? This is like, what, the 50s or early 60s? Oh, 52, thank you. Someone just said it. Thank you very much. Journal of Family History rests on the mantle as if recently used. Okay. Musty old book bound in dry, dusty leather. This book covers the early history of the Roivas family, dating back before the settlers in this land. There appears to be something pressed between the pages. Should Edward get it out? It's okay, so that's the first part of the puzzle. Minute hand.
You know who I am, Edward. Although you are doing your best not to believe it, I am, or was, Maximilian Roivas, your ancestor. I died in an asylum after trying to warn the world. The pain and anguish I felt in that cell has empowered me to linger after my death. I must complete what I started, Edward. The darkness must be stopped, or all of humanity may end. Set the clock to the 33rd minute of the 3rd hour.
Mr. Ghostman. I don't believe in ghosts. You just saw one. I still don't believe in ghosts. Well, I was abducted. I was taken aboard their spaceship. They performed experiments on me. They put them little rods in my urethra. But I don't believe in aliens. I think that's a bunch of bullshit. All them alien folk is just trying to get famous. Well, what about you? Well, it really happened to me, though. You want to be famous for having rods put in your urethra? That's right. I certainly do. Courteously, the servant asks if Edward is in good health. Master bathroom is woefully Spartan and only barely contemporary. It appears to satisfy the most practical of tastes, or perhaps someone who has their mind set on other things. What does that mean? Just like pooping? Because there's only really, you can only poop. You only poop once. The new James Bond film. Elephant gun ammo. Edward is reassured by the sight. Hang on. Of the family gun cabinet, itself a priceless antique. He would rather not have to smash the windows to get inside, but where did he leave the key? Historical journal. History of the Roivas family going back to perhaps 150 years. There appears to be something pressed between the pages. There we go. So this is the day that Edward discovers that not all is well in his home. Muttering to herself as she works, the servant comments on how the mansion is never really clean. What would you guys do if, you're walking around your house and you heard that? Hey, can I help you? She informs Edward that she believes the weather will worsen and she hasn't heard it being this bad for many decades. Did you not just hear that man screaming and the gunshots? An exorbitant and out-of-place stained glass window ends the hallway. Whoever put it here has eclectic taste and confirms Edward's belief that this mansion is more folly than a real house. No, like, you know, you find out that your house has like a fucking underground, like, cult room. And like there's a copy of the Necronomicon in there. There's always that thing where, like, you know, if you believe in hauntings, for example, people are like, well, why don't you just leave? Why don't you just leave the house if it's haunted? It's like, do you know how much fucking time, effort, and money that is? And then just to tell people that you think your house is haunted. So if I found, like, a cult room devoted to, like, the works of Chaturga, for example, I'd stay. I would turn it into my masturbatorium. I'd have naked pictures of Chaturga all over the place. Honey, why do we have a copy of the Necronomicon downstairs?
Take them and use them. They are humanity's only hope. Destroy the Guardians, Edward, and avenge my waste.
Seeing the Tower of Flesh for the first time. Let's go ahead and just pick up that revolver first, you know, before we decide to read the Satan book. Strange leather-bound tome sits closed amidst piles of books and papers. Well, now that we have the book. It's a nice enemy. Just sucks the blood from someone's head. Alright, you know what, maid? Listen. I tried to work with you. And yep, that's the ghost maid from earlier. Oh. Half a key tumbles out from the vase. It has been toppled and smashed. Bottom half of the basement key. Edward nears. The servant stops mumbling to herself and asks if he thinks the weather will clear up before the solstice. Edward finds the reference to the solstice rather odd and ponders its significance. Oh, you know, the solstice. Just normal, everyday folk. Just having a chat about the solstice. Okay, I think it has to go back to feed now. Saved your life, man. Shaken by his brush with death, the servant gives you his thanks. He warns that the creature might still be around. Extra firepower would be handy. Reminded by his own words, fishes a key from his pocket and gives it to Edward. There we go. Okay, it's time to get the gun. My favorite weapon. The fucking elephant gun. This function allows you to change the fire selector on guns. I like how Edward doesn't even bother to warn anyone that there's a soul-stealing vampire, you know, flesh creature walking about. Wonder if I have to use reveal invisible here. Anyone know? I'll try one more. Probably one or the other. Nope. Okay, now I guess I have to find the vampire guy and try to... I hear flesh. Oh, where are you going? Where are you going? Where are you going? Where are you going? Don't you dare. You fucking asshole. What a dick. Running out of ammo. God damn it. Oh no, the servant. No. Son of a bitch. No, don't do this. Don't do this. Okay, there's a little bit of health. Nope, fuck you. A little bit more. I need a fucking melee weapon so bad. Or maybe I can, like, guide him to a servant that he can kill. Just, like feast on the servant. Oh, wait, what's this? Ah, fuck you, man. I haven't saved in a while, too. You fucking whore. You fucking whore. I found the weapon too late. If I had that earlier, I would have been fine. Is there a way to skip cutscenes? Okay, we're gonna get back to where we once belonged real fucking fast. Real fast. Like, no fucking around. Turbo mode. Sucks that you can't skip cutscenes, though. That's the worst part. Fucking hell! Why didn't I save? You would think by now I would have learned my lesson, but I still haven't.
You are not free
Oh,
to leave
fuck.
this plane until you complete a task for me. You are to hunt.
Guys,
and
when cutscenes
kill
are about
the
to
master
happen,
of this
give me
house.
something interesting to look at.
Do this one
Or not
thing,
look at, but
and
to
you
talk
will be
about.
free.
Give me a topic.
Else fear the wrath of Chaturga.
The cutscene skip button is printed on the back of the CD case. Fuck.
Everything is complete for your arrival, Master. Now we must wait for the planets to align, and that is not too many years from now. Another Royal
Far Cry 4?
our path.
I'm excited.
This time, we will not be so merciful.
There's a Nintendo Direct tomorrow? About what?
He will meet such a horrible death that the rest of the line will never set foot in his house again.
Nipples. I don't want to talk about nipples. What's there to talk about? .3DS and Wii U games. Okay.
My education in psychiatry did not prepare me.
Have I listened to a band called Ash?
I would love
No.
to see how Freud's view of his mother would change with the knowledge of Chaturga. How Skinner would incorporate Xelotharth into his behaviorist theories. How Jung would accommodate Ulioth into his theory of the collective unconscious. Like my ancestor Maximilian, I too had an interest in my family tree.
I have no experience with the Earthbound
As a
series,
psychiatrist,
sadly.
I believe that science could provide answers into my family's sordid, bizarre past. It was with great excitement that I began my search. The mansion's history was filled with my colorful predecessors. Everything from convicted and hung witches to committed madmen.
The Decca
Each
auditions
laying
from the
their
Beatles?
own
No, I haven't
peculiar
heard that.
mark on its character.
I do like the Meat Puppets. I think that's a very
I
good band.
intended to find their secrets.
Any interviews in the works for Isaac? Yes. Yes, it's a definite. It's happening, but it's just probably the beginning of next week. That seems like the most likely That seems like the most likely time for it to happen. So just check the stream then. I'll announce it. You guys will know about it. Trust me. You'll see it on Twitter. You'll see it all over the place. Can you get out of here, servant? I need this sword. Thank you. I'll save the game once I get the book of it, the tome. It'll be fine. Any interviews besides Isaac? No, not really. Usually when it comes to doing interviews, like, I have to be really excited about the game. Because, you know, I'm not like a media outlet. And I, as much as I enjoy interviewing people that make games I like, I don't necessarily love doing interviews, like, if I don't really know who the person is. So I just kind of pick and choose. And Ed's the only one I really want to talk to at the moment. I haven't saved yet, but don't worry. We're getting back to where we were really quickly. And as soon as I do, as soon as I get that book, I'm saving. Okay, I've been in here. Okay. How often does Vinny stream games people send him? Not very often. My last interview was kind of awkward. Which one's that? You're talking about the Red Letter Media one? I was incredibly well informed for that interview because I knew the guys, like, you know, from their work. I watched the show. I watched Half in the Bag all the time. I just completely forgot that I forgot that Plinkett was in the movie. What the fuck was the name of the movie again? And that was shit. Otherwise, the interview I thought went really well. The one with the shooter. Which one was that one? Oh, he's talking about a different one. What was the one with the shooter? Oh, that wasn't an interview. We were just playing the game. The NS2 Combat, I didn't even prepare for an interview for that one. We were just playing. It was supposed to be just Vinesauce, basically. And the developers were in the server. And I had to think up stuff off the top of my head. Normally, if I do an interview, it's one-on-one. And I'm at least prepared with some questions. But that was just completely off the cuff, like out of nowhere. But I do like doing interviews if I can, you know, get some time to prepare for them, at least. And also for the person who asked how often do I play games that are sent to me, not very often because I get sent a lot of shit. And there's a difference between, like, ironically funny shit and just awful, like, play my game, I made it in Unity in 10 minutes. Or play my game, I made it in Game Maker, and it's a 2D side-scroller, whoa, with a mushroom head attached to a man's penis. You should play it, Vubo. So, I do take a look at all of the games people suggest. I do read all of my emails, and I do try to get back to people, but I don't play everything. Maybe 20%, 10%, something like that. And yeah, I am still watching Star Wars Rebels. I like that show. Vinny, are you shy? Watch my PAX and Comic-Con videos on YouTube, and you tell me if I'm shy. Sometimes introverted is how I would describe myself. I don't know what D4 is, but some people keep telling me to play it, so I don't really know what that is. Okay, this will be... I'm gonna kill this maid, and then I'm going to save. See, it's so much easier when you have a sword. Look at that. Why won't it let me save, guys? What the fuck? Alright, let me make sure I don't die. Bankrock, Santec. Bankrock, Santec. That's the best shield I could have right now. Okay. You don't think I can save until it's dead? Oh no. I hope that's not true, but we'll keep trying. Except I'm not gonna die this time. I'm using shields, and I've got a saber. An enchanted saber at that. Gotcha. Nope, no saving until the goddamn thing is dead. No, I'm not fucked. I can't save, but that's okay. I got this now. This dude will be dead. Okay, I've got my elephant gun. I can enchant this if I need to. And I can make it so that it fires 2 shots at the same time. We're gonna do reveal invisible. We're gonna also do shield. Re-up the shield. Okay. Where is this son of a bitch? That person's talking about the solstice again. I heard the door. In the distance. The vampire is loose. I think. Where is the second half of this key? God damn it. Fuck out of here. Yeah, I just have to keep killing the vampire and then I can get the key, right? Grateful for having their life spared from the monster, this servant offers a token of thanks. Like, were you really gonna hide that from me? Why would you... I'm the only thing standing between a vampire and your blood. We need to enchant the elephant gun for maximum damage. Okay, the enchant spell is Anterbach and Macklemore. Anterbach and Macklemore. There we go. So we got... There you go. There's a good rapper name. Anyone want to be a rapper? Anterbach. That's your name. Cho, what's up? It's me, Anterbach. How y'all doing? Here, bitch, you're easy. Stop acting cheesy. Where is the vampire? Where is the vampire? There we go. Come on now. Come on. I got something for you. Got a balloon for ya! In desperation, the vampire creature drops the top half of the key onto the floor. Shot it with the elephant gun, 2 shots at the same time, enchanted with blue magic. Oh, I missed the scroll, that's right. Forgot about that. There we go. What the hell does Magic Pool do? Does anyone know? Chunky ass. I'll make sure he can't hide. Enchant item. What are we enchanted with? My brother Noomsday, what are we enchanted with? I'll have to mix them first, right? Yes, broken basement key. Then I enchant them. Hello, friend. Goodbye, friend. Oh god, he's still alive. Yeah, what are you gonna do now? You can't heal. When you're dead, you're dead. That's it. Dick. Summon horror. Oh, that's a good one. Some elephant gun ammo. Double shotgun. There we go. See how many things they're giving me. It's gonna be a little crazy in a minute. Imagine having your own relaya, your very own relaya underneath your house. So this is the ancient city. Maximilian had not lied. The city is miraculous, glows in the darkness like an incredible jewel. But the thought of what lies inside the Guardians of Chattur'gha makes Edward shiver with fear. 9 great towers dwarf the surrounding city. Perhaps the towers serve as a focus, channeling great tides of energy into the city itself. High quality JPEGs. You guys want to see something fun? Let's show you something fun. Let's summon a horror. Monster battle. Yeah, I was controlling it. There was a way to do a long-range attack with it, but I didn't figure that part out. Boy. Fuck. Great, I just recovered the exact amount that I had. Gotta do a very quick enchant on my shotgun. Fucked. He's got a shield. Mechlek. Magic pool spell constantly refills whatever. Thank you. I'll be using that on my magic next time around. Am I purposely not using Mantarok? Is it really... Should I enchant everything with Mantarok? What do you mean Vinny never saved? Vinny saved. We're good. We're good. We just need to do the first battle again, but this time it won't be as hard. I'm gonna make it nice and easy. Well, I didn't realize I would die that in there. I didn't know what to expect. Enchant this with blue. I don't really like to restore my sanity though, because I like to do low sanity runs. I am excited for GTA first person. That's gonna be really cool. Go. That's gonna just slowly recover my magic. Time to go invisible. Dispel. Get rid of this. You know what? Why am I gonna fuck around with just a shotgun when I have a fucking elephant gun? You know what? We'll enchant this with Mantarok. That sounds like a good idea. Okay. Alright, Mr. Spider Friend. Gotcha! Motherfucker. Well, I didn't one-shot him. I already hit him with a shotgun twice, but it's fucking close. that city with that JPEGs. So I have to dispel Chiturga, so I'm gonna use Ulioth. Right? Just making sure I got this right. Oh, another asshole is here. Okay. Hello, friend. Still not dead. Now he's dead. Probably should restore some of my sanity. Seems like this grandpa has a big sanity bar, you're right. The sanity in magic is high because Edward is extremely book smart. He's learned about all this stuff. He is aware of the gods. He spent most of his adult life studying this stuff. So, he's able to, it makes sense he would have a higher tolerance to this shit. He's not a warrior, but he does have weapons. If there's one fault in this game, I think it's that some of this chapter is a bit too long. This whole underground city stuff gets a little bit crazy. That's a Bargon. What? Why me? What the fuck? Why are you going for me? Go for each other, you dumbasses. Yeah, we have to, in order to destroy the city, a gigantic spell has to be done. The runes, just like I use for my spells, can be channeled into a 9-point spell, which I believe is what we're doing. Or it might be 7. I'm not, let's count. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep. So this is going to take a little bit of time. There are 2 more chapters after this. There's the 1990 chapter, and then there's the modern day chapter. Barely holding on. Just just a mad bugger and his wall. Oh, I'm taking some pretty nice damage here. When's the last time I saved? I don't remember. Gotta do those things again, huh? Should have turned invisible. Oh, I hated. I don't like this part. I like the beginning of the chapter, and then it just gets annoying as fuck. My idea is to try not to fight anything. If I can avoid a fight, I'm going to avoid a fight, because they just take too damn long. Like this, for example. Reveal invisible. I'm gonna turn invisible. I will save after each one from here on out. It's funny because the reason I died earlier, or one of the main reasons I died earlier, is because my sanity was so low that when he looked at me, I took damage. Fucking hell. Telefrag. Oh, it was worth it if just for that. And that was pretty nice too. That was pretty satisfying, I have to say. I enjoyed that. Well, there are these little things called trappers. And when they get you in their little circle, they transport you to a fucking weird dimension. Another shitty room? What's in this shitty room, I wonder? Looks like I have to kill this guy. Or at the very least, I could just get him out of the way so I can hit the switch. Alright, well that one was probably one of the harder ones. And I know there's going to be another one that takes me to the same room, but... So that solves 2 rooms in one go. This is really the only part of the game that I feel drags. Almost every other chapter is pretty amazing. This is also a good time to use shield. Okay, which spell am I using? Can someone like just help me figure out exactly which one to use? Because I don't want to screw this up. Dispel? I had the idea that it was dispel. Thank you. So this is the room that I just was in. Since I managed to pull the switch, that's 2 done. Okay, so... a few more. Vinny needs to read Twitch chat. I'm reading Twitch chat and it's just Pargon. I'm reading both, trust me, I'm keeping an eye on both, because at some point, you know, things are going to be changing. I don't want to spark a debate right now, because it's the last thing I want while I'm streaming this game. But, Pargon is not going to help me. There was supposed to be another god, a 5th hidden god, like a yellow god. That's what someone mentioned not too long ago. I don't know how true that is. No, there's some Pargons that you need to use. Like, some of them are only Pargon, but then when you get a choice, you don't even get a choice of Pargon. Pargon is power. That just powers up the spell. I don't know if that makes sense to some people, but anyway. Hey there, spider friend. You know, I'm just gonna walk past you into another room with another spider friend. For fuck's sake. Ark gets it, and Ark speaks in the 3rd person. Did I not just flip that switch? Oh, it's from a different direction. Okay. Well, spiders are my probably one of the worst things. I am not a spider friend. Somehow my dad fucking loves spiders. I've seen him pick up giant, like, fucking, like, quarter-sized spiders. For, just, you know, in his hand. Just for no reason. Just, like, in his hand. Magical attack. I didn't want that. I meant magic pool.
Dear Requiem Celadon.
The weird thing is, if I had a choice between a spider and a house centipede, I don't know what I would choose. Because I get both of those. And I still can't tell you which one I hate more. I think I hate house centipedes a little bit more. Because they're really motherfucking fast. And not just fast, but they're sneaky. You'll like catch them like going real fast into like a little corner of your wall. Or of your room, you know, like, you know, up a wall, behind a fucking piece of furniture. Seriously, house centipedes can eat every facet of my dick. They are harmless, but my friend Mike, I don't know if you're here, Mike, at the moment, but there's a not the Mike I stream with you frequently, but he has explained that someone told him that the house centipedes actually crawl onto your face and bite you in the middle of the night. Like they nibble a little bit, like on your testicles or on your face. Cool misinformation. Is this true? Is this misinformation? There's a there's a person in the Twitch chat whose name is Forever Skeptical, and he says that's just plain incorrect. Well, with a name like that, I had no idea you were going to say that. It is true that every person on Staten Island, except for a small percentage, is named Mike. Everyone else is named Vinny. Or Joey, go fuck yourself. That's their first and last name. I went and got a I went to this. There's a deli nearby. Not the deli, you know, another one. That makes some really, really good sandwiches and bagels and shit. So I go there. I'm going to get some, you know, I want a chicken cutlet sandwich, grilled chicken. I like a little salt and pepper, and some lettuce and cheese. So I say mozzarella cheese. Even though I was born and raised in New York and I'm Italian, I say mozzarella and not mozzarella. What, you want some fucking mozzarella? So, I don't know why I do this. I just, you know, mozzarella. That's the name of it. I don't do mozzarella. But that's what most people here call it. That's what my family says. Mozzarella. Okay, whatever. So, I go to this guy. I'm like, yeah, can I get this, and this on the sandwich? And also, can I get some mozzarella? He goes, oh, you mean fresh mutz? I'm like, I'm looking at him, I'm trying really hard not to laugh, and I'm just like, this is the world I live in. These are a simple folk. So then I have to repeat my order about like what cheese I wanted. And I was like, yeah, mozzarella. Like I said under my breath like that, because I didn't want to get like lambasted, or I didn't want it to look at me weird. But and then again he goes, okay, mutz. I'm like, yeah, okay. It was a good fucking sandwich. Whoa. Did you guys just see that? Forgot about that hole. Forgot about that bit. I like how he drinks some alcohol, some really heavy liquor from his flask. And it knocks him right back into sanity. Guys, now you know. Carry really strong liquor with you. No, I guarantee you the fresh mozzarella thing is not just Staten Island. That is a New York City thing. I'm telling you, try various delis in Brooklyn or Queens, Bronx, Manhattan, and you will see people that actually say it's very common. I mean, I grew up hearing it to the point where it was normal for me to hear fresh mutz. This guy is the girl's grandpa, yeah, when he was a younger man. When he wore a younger man's clothes. Ricotta cheese? Oh, you mean ricotta? That's another one. We have fancy names for all of our cheeses. Well, actually, that's not true. Maybe just those two. You live in the Bronx, you have no idea what mozzarella is? You've never heard about it? You're in the Spanish part of New York, though. That's the thing. You just said it yourself. Go to an extremely Italian part of the city and ask how they say mozzarella cheese. It's way more common than you think, I swear. I'm not selling that, but... Okay, is it area? I'm pretty sure it's this one. Why the hell do they pronounce Mario as Mario? I don't know. I pronounced Mario as Mario up until I started streaming. And I got sick of people typing M-E-H-R-I-O every time I said the word. So I was just like, fine, I'm just gonna say Mario. And now I'm the weird one amongst my group of friends, because you're like, fucking Mario? What are you talking about? It's Mario. Everyone here says Mario. It's Mario Kart, Super Mario 64, Mario Halloweeny, everything. It's a me, Mario. But he says it like that. He doesn't say, it's a me, Mario. Oh wait, yes he does. Never mind. Anyway, is it area? Should I be using this rune? Area, yes, thank you. Okay, someone said it up there.
Luigi, my name is Mario. All these years, everyone's been saying it wrong. It's not Mario, it's Mario. M-A-R-Y-I-O. That's my name, Luigi. My last name, however, is Mario. So yes, if my name is effectively Mario, okay?
My name, by the way, is not Barbara. It's Brabra. B-R-A-H. B-R-A-H. That's from Flight of the Conchords. If anyone hasn't seen that show, go watch it. It's off the air now, but yeah, you can find it someplace. It's amazing. We're almost done, guys. We're almost done. Also, here's another regional way to pronounce a really dumb word. How is it pronounced? Radiator or radiator? Press 1 for radiator. Press 2 for radiator. Okay. Most people are saying radiator, right? Nope, I said it radiator my whole life. Edward's meddling with the arrays of conjured incredible energies that are now building up inside the city and can't be contained for long. Edward needs to escape the city. You can stop typing numbers now. We've accomplished what we set out to do. It's time to escape the city before shit really goes down. Finally. Okay, so we aligned the city's 9 points. And this happened. You know, I don't know if I would be content living alone in that house, even if I've casted a giant fucking dispel effect on an entire city.
I bring thee grave news. The colony of Guardians in the ruins of Engar has been decimated. Without them, I fear we are lost.
Your fears are unfounded, servant. This news is irrelevant. I have seen the future that will come to pass. In this vision, I see myself crushing Sanity, as I was destined to do. My many mouths consume its body from all sides, gnawing at it, until nothing remains. This I've seen. This is what will be.
You would place all our faith in a vision?
Yes. Just as I have placed all my faith in you.
If there were not subtitles, it would sound like Bane farting through a walkie-talkie. Or how about this?
am the Shockmaster.
Dear Alex, I've left you a small surprise to keep you going when everything seems to go awry. It was my favorite tipple, and there are several barrels of it in the basement. Please help yourself to what you can find. My guess is that I won't be needing it. Your loving grandfather, Edward. Excuse me. Excuse me, my throat needed to be cleared. What the fuck? Hidden note from Edward. Where am I gonna get a stethoscope from? Granddaughter, I will be dead by the time you read this. Please get fucking wasted off my own private and personal stock. You'll love it. Okay, sword doesn't open wall. Where to? We're getting closer to the ending. We're not quite there. But, where to exactly? I forget. No, probably not that part, Joel. Oh, maybe it's just in a barrel in the basement. Yeah, I don't think I want to stick around with those guys. Oh, here we go. A pickaxe. Oh, okay. Stockpile of Edward's port, one of his many eccentricities. His taste for port went hand in hand with his appetite for knowledge. No doubt his quests were fueled by this little cachet. I think I gotta use the pickaxe upstairs now. But yeah, I mean, the sad thing is that Edward lived in this house alone. After knowing that it was built on top of a fucking giant, like, city. A cyclopean city of pain, torment, and farts. And he just lived here. He was like, I'm gonna live here forever, and alone at that. Should have fucking called the National Guard. Or a museum or something. Like, guys, you need to see this. Like, this could change the way history books are written. This was the servants' quarters. And the reason Max was sent away to a fucking insane asylum is because he killed them. He killed them. He thought that they were servants of Chaturga. Antique stethoscope seemingly accidentally dropped in a pile of ash glints brightly from light in the room. It's convenient. There's also a note. Nestled on a bed of ash are the remains of 3 people. Was this the duty that Maximilian had hinted at? Had he suspected that his servants were not human? There are 4 clearly occupied beds and only 3 skulls. What happened to the 4th? And now it is time. To save the game. As soon as I can. Because those things can one-shot you. Save. Now I can, thank God. I want to read these notes. We got 2 notes. Page from Max Roivas's journal. It reads, I sought to love all, yet now love causes me pain and suffering. I have learned to fear nothing, although it is nothing that I most fear. All that were loyal to me now number among my worst enemies. So you can see the paranoia just getting worse. Okay, here's his last page. As I contempted these days. Or, as I contempted... Wait a minute. Let's reverse this. As I contemplated these ideas, my suspicions of my servants grew and I became increasingly fearful of them. I began to watch them carefully. Days ago, I watched one of them stretch his neck. Could have sworn I saw it twist in a most peculiar direction, and a bulge of muscle tissue collect and grow in the most incorrect of manners. As if a bone was being displaced from its proper location and something else was moving in its place. I stumbled away knowing that I was surrounded by unholy creatures that wore the skins of mortal men and women. I had to take action. Dear God, let my hand be swift and merciful, lest the world see more of these diabolical creatures. These things are so fucking annoying. Holy shit. Well, at least that guy's okay. upset if that statue was damaged in any way. Now that Alex has the stethoscope, she can easily hear the tumblers inside. To open the safe, the dial should be turning to the right until the tumblers can be heard, falling into place, and then turn to the left until the same sound is heard, and finally to the right until the sound of the safe being unlocked is heard. Well, how about this? Because I couldn't hear a fucking thing. Whoa. As the safe's door hinges open, its contents are revealed. Many important items left behind by Edward lie on the shelf. Should Alex collect these items? The essence of Ulioth, a crankshaft, letter from Edward, her grandfather, and a chapter page.
A storm approaches, Augustus. A storm of metal and fire. And a torrent of souls along with it. Young and vibrant.
Yes, I have seen it coming. A worthy sacrifice, I am sure, and one that will allow the greater guardian that resides below to finish its channeling. With this sacrifice of souls I make unto thee, Great One, the gate shall be ready to be opened, and your freedom shall be at hand.
Dear Alexandra, if you are reading this, Alex, then I am surely dead. Knowing that the police will contact my only living relative, I made sure to leave this message for you. As I write this letter, Pius Augustus is waiting for his chance to strike me down for what I have done to the Guardian City. I believe I have slowed Augustus's plans, but not stopped them completely. He will still try to bring his ancient into this world. You must continue what our ancestor Max has started. You must gather the artifacts and call forth an ancient to combat what Augustus brings into this world. Of the artifacts, there are 4, but one of these is in the clutches of Pius himself. They are the Black Heart of Mantarok, the Claw of Cheturga, the Sigil of Zelototh, the Veil of Ulioth. Your skill in the arcane science will not be as strong as Pius's, who has had 2 millennium to prepare his gate. You will need all the remaining artifacts to match his power. It all rests with you, my dear. I wish you well in this desperate act. I wish I had more guidance for you, but I am at my wit's end, and I feel I am running out of time. Your loving grandfather, Edward.
Well, this is pretty much, this is the last bit. And I have done this As you can see, I've defeated the 2 other guardians. So this will be the ultimate ending. I've never done this in my life. I've never beaten this game 3 times. Let's take a look at...
Wherever disaster and death lurk, there is likely to be an ancient just beyond our senses, waiting. They prey on our misfortune and exploit it toward their own twisted ends. When hundreds of oil fields are set ablaze on the heels of war, the ancient's grip tightens, knowing that lives will be forfeit and resources squandered. But a few people make a difference. People like Michael Edwards, a Canadian industrial firefighter hired to put an end to the insanity at the end of the war. Ironically for him, the insanity was just beginning.
1991. Yep.
How's the temperature in there?
It's hotter than hell here. I'm getting a little nervous about this one. It feels more out of control than the others. More powerful. I don't know how else to describe it.
This is the safest way to blow out these things. You've done this enough to know that. It's by the numbers. It's all good. Just relax.
The silicone cloth and the water spray are there, so you're probably right. We've got 500 pounds of 80% nitroglycerin-grade dynamite all in place. We're good to go.
Edwards, you can pull your team back now. Get your team to a safe distance and we'll try to kill the fire.
Sure thing. Coming back now.
We're getting a pressure increase at the well cap. It's gonna tear itself apart. Hurry! Get your team out of...
A perfectly formed oval. That's the very bottom of the pillar of flesh.
What the hell happened? They're all dead. McCormick, Patterson, all gone. Looks like they've been buried alive under tons of concrete.
Take this. Guard it well. Many have perished for it. Take it. Take it to the ruins of Engal. At the ruins, a gathering of light.
Okay, yeah, that could be anywhere though, dude.
You want me to take this to some ruins under a house in Rhode Island?
How'd you know it was Rhode Island?
Take it. Save us.
Oh, yeah, psychic ability. Sensing the danger, Mike protects his hands from the insidious magic by using his coat to carefully pick the artifact from the debris-strewn floor. So you can see how, like, over time, you know, these things kind of just, through various people, just got passed to the right locations. This chapter is cool though, because Michael is a beast. I mean, look at his health. His sanity and magic isn't that amazing, but it's still like, in terms of physicality, this character's quick, he's strong, You get some really cool weapons. And he doesn't, he's not out of breath instantly. However, oh boy. Well, let me kill these guys. Now, what I really want to know is, I know Eternal Darkness, I mentioned this last time. This game was delayed 6 months and was almost canceled because it came out, it was supposed to come out right around 9/11. And, like a little bit after 9/11 maybe. And it happened, and they almost canceled the game because there was some really, like, strong Muslim and Arabic imagery. A dissected corpse lies sprawled on the temple floor, dressed in desert combat fatigues. A rifle, pistol, variety of ammunition lie about him. He's gone down fighting. Look at that, you get an assault rifle, a pistol, right off the bat. Grenades. I mean, you start this chapter and it's just kick everything's ass. Just fucking kill everything. It's no joke. But I really want to know what exactly happened. I want to know what was cut. And they spent 6 months redoing the content. And according to an interview with Dennis Dyack, basically they feel like the game got stronger because they were able to, you know, shore up some things and rewrite some stuff that maybe was a little weak. But they kind of cut a lot of the Muslim and Arabic imagery that might offend people. I mean, listen, 9/11 had just happened, so it's understandable. Nintendo almost fucking canceled the game. So I'm wondering which chapters were rewritten. Now, obviously, we've been to this area a few times as different characters. We've been here as Karim, who is of, I mean, Middle Eastern descent, but you don't know exactly what. You're here as the Renaissance dude, which might not have been the case originally, or maybe this chapter was completely redone. Maybe this was a different character and it wasn't a Canadian firefighter. So, I don't know. I mean, it seems like it was this one, right? I just want to know what the original storyline of this chapter was. Anyway, that's really as much as I can do tonight. It's late, and it's time for me to go. Whoa. Whoa. Okay. Now I'm going to check out the art. Next time I stream this, I will replay the cutscene and I'll explain what happened to this chapter, because I like to do chapters right from the beginning, but I really wanted to show you guys what was up next, because I think that is a fucking awesome intro to a chapter. I mean, how do you not want to play that after seeing, like, it's 1991, it's the fucking Persian Gulf War. Some cool shit. Anyway. So, the art for tonight. We have, from Cthulhu, here's a Binding of Isaac Rebirth themed BRB. It's not really art, but you know what? It looks good, and it's green, so I'll let it happen. Some cool art. Here's a piece for Joel by Squirts Mahoney. Squirts Mahoney. But that is a cool skeleton. MW did a calculator piece for limes. From Profote Meal, Dewey defeats Burger. From Tamagotchi Life. From Super Snoss, it's Minecraft art. From C, here's another nice BRB. Very simple, very effective. Nice little mushrooms. Gotta love the mushrooms, you know. And there's a non-BRB version. From Ramjacks, you only poop once. 007, starring Danny Trejo as James Bond. I like the Bond girl toilet in the background. From Vinesauce, here's a piece of art that says Vinesauce. Okay. So that's our art for tonight. There was another one too. Hang on. Oh wait, no. There's a few other little things here. There's this from FDA approved. There's this from Etu Per Se. Probably Joel saw this already, but this is a Kerbal Space Program piece. It's really, really good. Like, holy fuck, that's good. From Narolis, here's a different offline. Okay, now, there's a bit of a problem with these offline images, I'm learning. The text at the bottom isn't really ever seen because there's the highlights at the bottom. The highlights take up all the space, and unless someone closes it, they don't see this stuff. So I have to say that these offlines that you guys have been making are good. I'll give you another example. I know this is a little bit tough, but you should at least take a look at what it looks like. Like C even revised this, you know, to fix some things. And this isn't the fixed edition. He emailed that one to me, and it looks really good. But again, there's too much text on the bottom. What I would recommend, if you want to make an offline, I'm going to outline one more time the guidelines on what I think would make a really good offline image. And again, it's appreciated. I'm going to even ask Twitch if there's a way to rotate. Maybe they can implement a code to do that. I doubt they would do it just for me, but I'll ask because there's so many good pieces so far. But anyway, check out the stream when it's offline, resize the player a bit, and take a look at, you know, what the optimal range is to actually read the text. Because at the bottom, it's just highlights and the text gets cut off. So the bottom should be just nothing, or black or ambient, just like vines or whatever. I like the black background with the ambient green glow. Obviously a vine shroom, the word offline. I like it. This is pretty close to what I want. I also wanted three things. I wanted kind of like this. I like this a lot. So you have a link to the Twitter, so you can see when all of us stream. You have a link to my YouTube channel. That's cool. I'm okay with that. I like that a lot. Link to the website, vinesauce.com. That's also perfect. And instead of past broadcasts, the team channel. So twitch.tv/team /Vinesauce, I think it is. Let's find out. So that way, when I'm offline, I think it would be best if people checked out the team page so they could see who else is streaming. Yeah, it's twitch.tv/team/Vinesauce. If you've never seen the team page, it's pretty cool. It's a nice way to check and see when everyone's around. And, you know, this is something you should do. So Dyer's live. Like, when I'm done, you guys should go over and, I mean, you could watch him now. He's doing Isaac. You could watch whoever you want. You have a choice. But obviously, if you know you're still looking for some streaming, head over to Direbor's channel. Like when I'm done. But again, so I like the aesthetics of this one. I like the amount of information on this one. But maybe keep it like a little bit cleaner. I can't do this shit. If I could do this on my own, I would. And if no one manages to make it happen, maybe I'll try to put something together. But artists, you guys have always been like really awesome, and we've already gotten so much good stuff for the offline. If we could get like a little modification somehow, so the team channel, the YouTube channel, the Twitter, that's fine, and even the website's okay too if you want. But this is pretty close to what I think would be a good offline if it just was reorganized and maybe the mushroom was on the top left and the offline was directly below that. And then the text was on the top right. You know, a list of links. I think that might work if anyone else wants to try it. So Nerolis, I want to thank you for modifying this the first time. And I appreciate you putting effort into this, and anyone who puts effort into art on this website. You guys are amazing. But you know, in particular, this guy, he's probably like cursing me out, right? He's like, this fucking guy, fucking Vinny, man. I knew it. It wasn't gonna be good enough for him, man. Wasn't gonna be good enough. It's the last time I fucking watch his streams. Oh wait, he's getting his ass kicked in Smash Brothers. This is perfect. I'm gonna watch this. Anyway, so that's how I feel about the offline images. It's kind of tough to get it 100% right, and if you guys haven't noticed, I'm a bit picky when it comes to certain things. But that's it for me. I'm done. I'm going to go to bed now. Good night, everyone. Thank you for watching my stream, and more Eternal Darkness either tomorrow night or the day after. Take care.